By the end of this review, you'll know the strengths and weaknesses of Ys Memoire The Oath in Felghana, how it compares to the original, and whether it's worth your time in 2025. The gameplay in Ys Memoire remains as sharp and satisfying as ever. Fast-paced action, responsive controls, and challenging fights keep the experience intense and rewarding. Adol's ability to switch between melee, ranged, and magic attacks makes combat dynamic and keeps you on your toes. The platforming and exploration are also strong points, with a fair mix of puzzles and hidden areas to discover. While the core gameplay holds up brilliantly, the challenge level might feel dated for newcomers. The spike in difficulty during boss fights can be frustrating for casual players, as there's little room for error. While veterans may appreciate the challenge, an optional difficulty tuning system could have made it more accessible to a broader audience. One of the main selling points of Ys Memoire is the enhanced visuals. The updated character sprites, refined textures, and improved lighting effects breathe new life into Felghana's world. The game now feels more vibrant and polished, making it a treat for fans of modern graphics. However, the enhancements might not be enough to justify the upgrade for everyone. Some environments still look relatively dated, as the core assets remain largely the same. The visual overhaul doesn't match the expectations of a fully modern remake, leaving the impression that it's more of a touch-up than a full-fledged reimagining. The soundtrack of Ys Memoire, The Oath in Felghana, is phenomenal, as expected from the Ys series. The hard-hitting rock tracks and emotional melodies perfectly complement the gameplay and story. The addition of remastered music tracks and an option to toggle between the original and updated soundtracks is a nice touch, allowing you to experience the music however you prefer. On the downside, the voice acting in the English localization might not meet everyone's standards. Some lines feel flat or overly dramatic, taking away from the immersion. This aspect could have benefited from more attention during development. Ys Memoire introduces some new quality of life features, such as the ability to rewind gameplay and an improved save system. These additions make the game more forgiving, especially for newcomers who might struggle with its challenging boss battles. Another highlight is the dual audio option, allowing players to choose between Japanese and English voice acting. This flexibility is a welcome addition, but it's not enough to revolutionize the experience. Beyond these features, there's little in terms of new content to entice those who've already played the original version. When it comes to the story, Ys Memoire, The Oath in Felghana, brings back the tale of Adol, Kristen, and Dogi as they return to Dogi's homeland, Felghana, which is under the grip of corruption and unrest. The story, while simple, is effective in delivering a sense of adventure and urgency. It doesn't overstay its welcome and leaves enough room for players to focus on gameplay. However, the narrative hasn't changed much from the original. For those who played Ys The Oath in Felghana before, the lack of additional story content may feel like a missed opportunity. A few extra scenes or expanded character arcs could have added freshness to the tale, making it more engaging for returning players. So, how does Ys Memoire The Oath in Felghana stack up against the original? The updated visuals, remastered soundtrack, and quality of life improvements are clear upgrades. For first-time players, this version is undoubtedly the best way to experience the game. It provides a more polished and accessible entry point while maintaining the heart of what made the original great. However, for long-time fans, the lack of significant new content might be disappointing. Aside from the graphical enhancements and minor tweaks, the experience is largely unchanged. If you've already played Ys The Oath in Felghana and are hoping for a groundbreaking remake, this might not deliver what you're looking for. Ys Memoire, The Oath in Felghana, is a solid package that retains the brilliance of the original while making it more appealing for a modern audience. The fast-paced combat, stellar soundtrack, and engaging exploration are as enjoyable as ever. For newcomers, it's a must-play, offering an exciting and challenging action RPG experience. On the flip side, returning players might not find enough reasons to revisit Felghana. The lack of significant new content and only modest graphical improvements leave this version feeling more like an enhanced port than a full remake. If you're already a fan of the original, weigh your expectations carefully before diving in. If you enjoyed this review and want to see more classic RPGs brought to life, check out the Final Fantasy IV 3D remake. Click the link to dive into its breathtaking world and see if it stands the test of time.